What's up, guys? It's me, Chad, and today we have a special guest with us today.
Hey guys, it's your girl Gypsi the Pixie, make the man them tipsy. Period.
Period, guys. Make sure to head over, follow her on Instagram, subscribe to her
YouTube channel.
I was like, I forgot English a while ago. Guys, today we're doing something that I've never done on my channel. We're doing a little, we might start a little series out of it, a little mini series. We normally show you guys a lot of fun videos, but sometimes want to talk about some serious stuff you guys might be interested. Today we're talking about society's expectations of having your life together at a young age. So that's like a deepish topic.
That's a deep topic.
It's a little deepish topic, but we're gonna get right into it. So guys, if you do enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Head over to Gypsy's channel, subscribe, and let's get right into the video. Sheesh. All right, so where do we begin?
What's this sheesh thing that I hear everybody saying?
Where do we begin?
You young people.
Young people. You young people.
You young people.
Young
I'm
folk.
with Auntie on this
You
one.
young folk.
You young folk.
Young folk. Where are we starting on this? All right, Gypsy.
Okay.
So you do agree there is a huge expectation from society of having your life together at a young age. You definitely must be getting on that feeling. You get me?
Let me think about it.
Let me think about it.
Because I don't want to be saying foolishness on the
Don't
internet.
want to be saying foolishness.
Next time people cancel
oh
me,
shoot,
you know.
they come cancel us.
So, if I think that there's pressure on young people, I don't really want to say that. I feel that we put pressure on ourselves because we have social media now, so we have a lot of access to it.
Yep.
So what we fail to realize is that the people who are accomplishing what they're accomplishing is way older than us. That's a
huge thing.
And two, you don't know how these people really got to where they are.
Yep, that's a huge thing. Especially for me, because I'm young. So I'm always looking at other people and I'm thinking I should be exactly where they are. And then I'm just like, no. Because when I was like, when they were 18, I was studying for GSAT or some crazy stuff like that. So I do definitely agree that social media does have a huge impact on it. And nobody's posting their losses.
Exactly. And
nobody's posting their losses.
I was gonna tap into this in like a chit chat video, but the thing is, there's something called flex culture now. So people be flexing, people going broke just to flex, to impress people they don't even like, which I'm so confused about.
Facts.
So when you see all of these things, you're like, okay, well, where's my Gucci shoes? Where's my diamond necklace? All of these things, and you have to realize that you can't compare your life with someone else's because, again, as I said, you don't know how they got these things. You don't know if they're actually broke in real life.
And they're putting on a show. That's the funniest thing, guys. A lot of people, you'll never know. They could be putting on a show for you. And what you think they're living this huge, successful lifestyle, you're actually just watching the show that they put on for you. They get this first good money that they should probably save or invest. Nah, brother. Bruh. Time for that party and show them some me can buy buckle. Or time for that Gucci store and show them some me can buy slippers.
Facts.
Like, I feel like the flex culture thing, that's definitely facts. Because we've had so many people come and show us, like, what success should look like.
Facts.
Especially in Jamaica. And guys, I'm just talking from my own opinion. But in Jamaica, I definitely feel like more than America.
There's lots of pressure.
Yeah, people show success. Success is supposed to be defined a certain way.
It's very materialistic.
It's in your face. You see it and you know it. You don't have to ask about it because it's right there. It's up in your face. So I feel like in Jamaica, when the second people start getting successful, it means, all right, time to do these stuff that I've seen. It's time to do stuff that I've seen.
All of those things.
And reality, that's just bringing you right back down. Because you're doing all these stuff that you saw other people use to define success. What you didn't see was when they invested car money before they did that. And is the investment actually buy them car?
Facts.
Or is the residual income?
Let me tell you guys, rich people, they don't spend money unless they have the money. If you understand what I'm saying. They're not spending money they can't afford to spend.
Guys, their money, the thing about it is, and that's why we also, as young people, we can't just look and be like, we want to be that type of successful right away. Because their money is not being spent. Their money is what's making their spending money. If that makes sense to you guys. I'm pretty sure majority of really wealthy people, they're not spending the cash that was earned. Their cash need to go make the cash need to go make its own a cash,
Facts.
and that's the birthing cash. So I feel like a lot of times the flex culture, the definition of success in Jamaica is very whack.
Oh, you know
And-
what too? It's like even the music that we listen to, right? When
Yeah.
they're always talking about, you know, these rappers with Saweetie talking about if I'm under why you're Birkin, all of
Yeah.
those things. Like
Yeah.
you place your value into materialistic things when in reality, when you get those things, you'll still be unhappy if you're not happy before.
That's
So
facts.
things cannot bring you happiness, really and truly. It can give you temporary happiness, like you're happy that you get the bag, but then after that, what happens?
And I feel like a lot of times it happens. I feel like, I don't want to say it does, but I feel like it happens a lot more to guys than it does girls. We're expected to have all this random money
True.
ready to spend, and like,
And to take care of us.
yeah, it's so hard because it's like, hold on, I'm just starting to make a little money to take care of me. Now a time for hotel, bag,
Facts.
bottle,
Facts.
Airbnb
Facts.
for your
Facts.
birthday
Facts.
flight. So then a lot of times these ladies do end up going for bigger man that
Yeah.
can afford it.
Uh-huh.
But in reality, it leaves a lot of guys that are young that don't have the money to go and look for the money in negative areas. That's when they gonna start scam. That's when you gonna start sell drugs because you're trying to compete with somebody
Facts.
who's not in the
The
same
same
league as
league.
you.
It's
And
true.
it's not a disrespectful thing because I can look on somebody and say, no man, them out of my league, and it's not a.
It's
I'm
not
not
a-
dissing myself.
Yeah.
But I have to know myself. I have to understand
It
myself
takes
and
time
say, yo,
to get there.
what could he do for her? I can do, and I can know that I not feel bad because, but no, I'm 18, and I know I've got my ways to go. But what happens is when you see that, and there's a girl you really like, and this girl rates you know, but you just not have the money right now, and she gone go look at next month. It's hot. It's
It
like a
hot.
hot like
It
fire.
hot.
It's hot. It's hot.
It
hot.
hot.
It hot
It
bad,
hot.
and then you're gonna think, I need to get this money
Facts.
because it's the money make me lose the girl, and in reality,
See,
it's
it's
the
not.
money. Is the money, you know, or the money? Think about
Alright,
it.
let me be real with you. Because I'm a
I don't-
female.
If she
right?
likes me enough, and she likes, like,
I'm
what could
telling
I make
you,
she
like,
like
I'm
this big
telling
man
you.
over me?
I'm telling you, it is, you're right. You're right. It is the fact that the older man can be able to do stuff for her.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a thing called hypergamy, which is where.
What is it?
Hypergamy?
I don't, guys. I'm learning today.
Yeah. It's where, like, it's a term in dating, especially when it comes to women, about dating up or dating on the same level. I don't expect women to date under, but you should. That doesn't mean that you should date somebody that's way wealthy, because let me tell you something. The thing is, society glamorizes that, oh, if your man's not doing this for you, not doing that for you. But when you make the decision to take up a wealthy man, you no longer become the prize. You know why? Because you're easily replaceable just
Yeah.
like that.
He has what you need at that
Exactly.
point.
He
Yeah.
has what you need. I feel like as a woman, maybe because I'm older now and I kind of have my head on my body, even though
Head on the
I
body.
was never really
Ah,
like this.
it's
but-
never yammed.
Exactly. You need to find somebody that you can build with and someone that believes in being a team, because once somebody feels that they're above you, it will never be equal.
Yeah,
and
it'll
you'll never
be
happy.
pass the car keys. Give me back
Facts.
them back there.
Facts.
Because that's what's gonna end up happening. It's like gonna be a give me back the bag since you love chat, son.
I'm not saying all men
Park
are
the
like
car.
this, you know.
Yeah,
but
no, we're
most
not
men
saying
are like
we're not
this.
targeting anybody. We're not saying everybody who's got money is like that. But we're just saying that does end up happening.
And your life revolves around him, not necessarily you. So you can say, yeah, I'll date a rich man and I'll have my little own business, whatever. But if that guy says, oh, I need to move to go to Afghanistan for work, you gotta go.
Forward.
You gotta go.
Forward.
You can't say, no, babes, I'm gonna stay. No. Stay.
Stay with who?
With who?
At whose house?
Exactly.
Because you're not your own. Make sure you're getting you out there getting your own.
It's very important as a lady, like,
Yep.
you should have your own. I'm so serious, guys. I've seen it time and time again. I'm friends with the ballers, and I can tell you, okay? I
She
can tell you.
I'm not, guys, before you get any ideas, I'm not the friend that's the baller.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not the friend that's the baller. I can't tell you.
Yeah,
She
and
can't.
I see women lose themselves over my friends, and I'm just like, my friends don't care about
It's like, no.
Like, I can tell you
Yeah.
how these men think, especially when they get older. Right now, they just want to have fun.
Yeah,
Really and truly.
I can
They just
get
want to
that.
have fun. So, just make sure you know what you're doing. If that's what you're after, that's what you're after.
Yeah,
but
you just have to really know what you're
just know
going
you
for.
want.
All right, so the next one I really wanted to go to was society's expectations of us striving and thriving as usual in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh my God! Don't get
Because
me
I
started.
feel like
Mommy.
I just feel like it's something that is so hard to unpack for people as young people, because they don't understand that just because we're not, cause a lot of us as young people, we don't have a full list of bills to pay.
Facts.
I do have bills to pay, but I'm not self-sufficient. I'm not a fully independent person. So I feel like just because we don't have monetary struggles happening due to the pandemic, they feel like we're not really impacted as much. I feel like young people are probably even impacted so much more. I have friends that graduated high school and never went in for their last year. Or I have people who are doing online school, and online school is not super easy as everybody thinks, because they just pack you up with so much homework and they feel like you're fine, you have a laptop, just make sure you're getting it done, everything online, it should be easy. But I feel like they don't really just take a second and look and be like, yo, the pandemic is hard on everybody.
Yeah, and the thing
it
is,
does take a toll on everybody.
it impacts us in different ways. There's social impactment, like, you know, if you're the type of person that, you know, just really likes to go out, or you feel depressed of just being inside, just the fact that you can't go out, that must take a toll on you, especially as young people. Not only financially, again, I said emotionally, like mentally, all of these things can impact us. And I feel like as young people we get disregarded a lot, because they're like, you're young, like, what do you know about
have
life?
time,
or
there's nothing that could be real. What could really be bothering you?
You don't have no bills to pay. You all right? No.
But that's the
No,
misconception, because it makes it even worse, because it's like, let's say you're an older person, you're in your 50s or 60s, and you're going through a pandemic in the middle of your 60s. You're talking about, oh yeah man, and now me feel stressed, you're a pitney, you're good. But then you don't realize you're telling that 14-year-old who's only lived 14 years, and now they've lived one of their whole 14 years in their house with no socialization, not talking to anybody. Their whole life has been flipped upside down. Them just get the hang of this, them just reach.
Facts.
Like we just reach, we're not, like we haven't been here forever, and we just reach and we get the hang of it, and now the pandemic comes, and then we're just expected to just push forward. I get it, you can't just sit there and slump. There's a pandemic, we can't just be like, oh, we give up this year.
True.
Let's wait. So I get that point, but I do feel like there is a lot of pressure to keep stuff as normal as possible when there's a lot of stuff that just can't be normal. I'm somebody who normally, I'm not in my house all day every day. I'll be on the road idling. I'd rather be on the road sitting somewhere not doing anything, idling, than be at my house, because I'm just always a social person. I'd rather be around 100 people than one. And with the pandemic, that really affected me, because I was like, stay at home. I need to be home at 6. I need to be home at 8. So it really did bother me. But I guess we just have to try and push through it, because that's the only thing we can do.
Yeah, for me with the pandemic, I was always a very social person, but it made me put things into perspective. It kind of made me realize that what I was doing with my life was basically really idling, because it's nice to go out, but you can go out occasionally. I don't need to be going out 5-6 times at night. No, I don't need to be doing all of those things. And it kind of made me put things into perspective, like, all right, what is the important thing in my life right now? You know,
I learned that the hard way. Like, I used to go out every weekend, and then in the middle of the pandemic, I see myself dozing off, falling asleep at 9 p.m.
Facts.
And this was the same chat that was getting ready to go out at 11 p.m.
And I feel like a lot of relationships were tested, not only like intimate relationships, but friendships, family. Like, it was tested during the pandemic.
I feel like I lost a lot of people in the pandemic, but I don't feel like I lost anybody.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I lost anybody that I needed around. When I lost them, I realized, I was like, wow, so this is how it feels. Like, there's some people, we have no problems, we have no beef, there's nothing. But I haven't reached out since the pandemic, and I realized that if I don't reach out, there never was any communication. So there's a lot of people, I took a step back and I said, you know what? The next time we speak will be on your terms. And we haven't spoken since. And I can't be upset at that, because I'm like, you just saved yourself. You have to understand when you're getting a sign with something like that.
Definitely.
And I felt like that was definitely a sign. I feel like the next piece that we should really speak on is society's like expectations of you to just go in and get a normal, stable job. a regular job. Get a good job. Get a profession. I used to hear that when I was growing up a lot. Don't get a regular job. Go and get a good profession. I feel like now more than ever, it's going. I don't want to say it's not going out of style. Don't like take that the wrong way when I say that. But in a way, I can say it's going out of style. There are people who are millionaires off their phone now. They're either trading cryptocurrencies, trading stocks, trading foreign exchange. There's people who are doing YouTube just like how Gypsi and I are doing, but they're millionaires, billionaires off of that. They've set themselves for life off of that. So I do feel like society does have like a stigma around normal jobs, if you get what I'm saying,
mm-hmm.
non-regular jobs, but it's just because it's never been seen before.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, first of all, me deciding to do YouTube right now has caused a strain in my personal life, especially like, you know, with my family, about deciding to go on this path. Now, the reason why I even ended up on this path was because of the pandemic, because I couldn't get a job. So I was like, all right, you know what, I'm just going to take this time to start my YouTube channel, see where it goes. All right, I'm doing well on it. Cool. So because of that now, and yeah, I'm still sending out resumes, but I'm obviously not getting any callbacks because, first of all, girl, have a degree in hospitality and tourism. Which hotel is there hiring?
Yeah.
Right.
So you can be overqualified. Do you end up normally not getting callbacks just because it doesn't make sense to hire someone with a degree for the position they're looking for?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my mom was kind of upset of the fact that I am not doing a traditional job right now. But the thing is, I feel like I was very upset, and it caused a huge rift because I felt as if like she wasn't really understanding the fact that, one, we're in a pandemic. Like, hello, there's nothing I can do. But the thing is also, I have to understand that she doesn't really understand. Because back in the days, there was no such thing as social media work. There was no such thing as Instagram, Facebook, all of them something there. So I have to be mindful and say, okay, like, you know what, she doesn't understand, and I need to take it upon myself to say, all right, this is how it works, and show it to her. Because my mom, she's very numbers driven. She's like financial manager, whatever. She's very numbers driven. If she doesn't see results, then to her it doesn't exist.
I can agree 100% with what you're saying, because I have dealt with that with some of my family. My mom has always been really supportive of my YouTube thing, but she was just saying, like, don't drop out. Don't drop out of school. Don't drop out of school because it doesn't make sense now, especially. And she told me, don't do it if you're not having fun. And that's always been my big thing. The second I'm not having fun, I'm gonna take a break. And if I'm like, I took a break last month, I wasn't having as much fun. I was stressing over it. I was worrying, this and that. I took a break. I wasn't having fun. And if the break was suiting me enough, I would have taken a longer break.
Yeah.
Or maybe even stopped for a while. But what I've realized is I really just have to show them, because to them, it's not something that's gonna last long because it hasn't been here long.
Exactly.
So they don't know when it's gonna go away, because for them it kind of just got here. It's breaking news. Like when I first had my grandpa on my channel, he was like, so where does this go? Because I don't have on my suit. Because we did the interview with him right after we played tennis. He was like, Chad, I'm sweaty. I don't have on my suit. I can't go on television looking like this. I was like, Grandpa, I don't have a TV show. This is going on YouTube. He was like, YouTube? So then before we even did the whole interview, we probably had a whole half an hour talk about how these videos get from this little tiny camera onto my laptop, onto other people's laptop. So I feel like it really comes down to us just like breaking the knowledge down to them and explaining it to them. And I can get where the worries come from, because when you have a stable job, you're more likely to not end up in a bad position.
Yeah. And the thing is, she was saying basically like, you know, YouTube, you don't have pension, you don't have this, you don't have that, but because basically it's you're self-employed. So,
and there's no guarantee that you're getting paid next month.
Facts.
So with YouTube, as you guys should probably know already, there's no guarantee. We have no salary. There's no.
If we don't put in the work, you're not gonna see results. But that's like everything in life.
Yeah, that is like everything in life. But the thing about it is, with YouTube, if you don't put in results, you won't see any reward. But with YouTube, you can also put in the effort, and you still don't see the results.
That's true.
So it is kind of unstable. So I can get where people are coming from when they say, yo, you need to go and get your degree. Still, don't drop out of school. Make sure you're doing that. Keep your head on your shoulders. Because there's no guarantee that this month you paid your bills and you had an excess of $2,000-$3,000. But then next month you're falling $3,000 $4,000 behind on your bills.
Yeah.
Just because there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee you're getting paid. There's no guarantee you're gonna have enough from this.
At the end of the day, like, we depend on you guys watching our stuff. So
100%.
if, let's say, God forbid, the next day you decide that you don't like us anymore.
Yeah.
That's that for us.
Or next thing, imagine everything is going good for you. You drop out of school. You don't need school. Let's say you've reached a certain caliber where it's school is not necessary anymore. School doesn't make sense, and you get cancelled.
Sure.
What do you do then when you're cancelled, but you have no degree, but you have all this social status, but now it's a negative one?
Yeah.
And now it's not paying your bills. You've lost all your sponsorships and your brand ambassadors. So that's where a normal, stable job would come into play, but you don't have it because you don't have your degree.
And the thing is, when you have a stable job too, they can replace you just like that. You're
Yeah.
just a number for them. Literally, you are just a number for
You're
them.
just an hour, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's it. But
moral of the story: working is ghetto.
Facts. Because I was working a job with some kids on the weekend, and we were doing basketball. I had to be there from 6 o'clock in the morning to 4 p.m. in the evening. But these kids don't get here till like 9 o'clock. So majority of the work that we do, they don't even see, because we're setting up the whole court. We're setting up all these these drills, getting all the stuff for them signed up. They didn't even see half of those stuff. And I'm just like, wow. Ghetto. Because I'm here waking up 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30, come on, bed. And then more I get everything, more I get little food before I reach. So many stuff. It's just ridiculous. But we come back because we had some more ideas, but we didn't know how to say it. And the last thing we wanted to do was say something, and you're like, what did they say?
Facts.
So we made sure to word it properly. We have our little pointers that we had written down. We just want to make sure we're telling them the right thing, because we don't want you guys sitting here listening to us say one bag of foolishness. It's like, nah, I'm coming out for this. Get me out of here.
Facts.
So guys, the next point that we had was this idea that only one person can make it to the top. That you need to fight out each other, especially in like if you have people in the same industry.
Oh my God! Everything is a competition. Why?
I feel like the YouTube community in Jamaica is definitely not like that. That's something that I can definitely give a round of applause to. I feel like a lot of YouTubers were ready to link up with other people, ready to collab, ready to do work, but outside of the YouTube space, I feel like there's this idea that you need to fight you out, because if you want to be a chef and me want to be a chef, the two of we can't be chef.
Facts.
So I guess what me need to make sure is if there's an opportunity and it's two people that want to not put you because on. Your skill is close to my skill, and I don't want them to think you're better than me. So let me go and grab somebody else who is a horrible chef, so when I stand up next to shit, I look good.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's definitely a huge problem. With the whole, it's just a fight out mentality. I
don't understand why. Like, I legit don't understand why that happens in school. I remember when I was going to school, it's like people act like there's only one degree given away, and I'm just like, it's not that serious. Like, if you can help out somebody else, just help them out. Like,
I hate that. Why you can't give me the answers? Why you can't bust me? What is the reason?
Why you can't share your notes? Make it make sense.
If me never did it. If I couldn't get my own notes, why are you dealing with me like this? Why are you even acting like this? Guys, I feel like a lot of times it's just the fact that the last thing somebody wants to do is help you and help you pass them out. But I feel like God will never deliver your mail to somebody else's address.
Facts.
So when your time to shine, it's a go forward. No matter how much you help somebody else, no matter how much you don't help somebody else, your timing going to be your timing.
Exactly.
So if you can help somebody up and give them a strength, or even bust them, give them a bust, give them a one little strength. Exactly. It's never gonna be that deep.
That's why, like, with my platform, I really be so transparent, because I'm saying, like, I know I'm helping somebody. So, example, if they ask me what I edit with, I just tell them, hey, I use this to edit. What camera do you use? I use my phone, or, like, just stuff like that. Because
I hate when people sit down and gatekeep those stuff. They'll be like, what app do you use to edit? They won't answer. They'll answer everything else. But what do you use to make your thumbnails? They won't answer. Majority of the time, anytime somebody asks me, I just try and answer it on a public domain. So anybody who was wondering it and thought that, maybe he won't tell me, it's just out there. Like,
it's not a secret for me. Like, I want you guys to be happy and strive just like me, and I hope that's vice versa. Like you guys want that for me as well. So when you see the things coming in, you can say, "Oh my gosh, I remember when she had nothing."
I remember when she had nothing, and she still there help out people. But I feel like I don't feel like there's anything that I know that nobody else knows, and it's nowhere online. So me doing that to somebody, I'm just really putting them through more work, and I'm really just showing that I'm a mean person, and they're just seeing how I really am. Because it's not that hard to go and Google it and find out what could I be using to do this and that. Now let me look. I say, oh, this look just like this. So that's what I use and don't want to tell nobody. The fight out thing has to stop. It has to stop.
Really and truly.
I feel like the next thing that we're going to talk about was the expectations of just putting your passions second to everything in life. Second to everything else that has been given to you as a responsibility.
Let me tell you guys something.
After that.
Yeah.
What were we saying?
I forgot. Okay. No.
Oh, we're talking about putting your passion second in life.
Let me tell you guys something. You see, if what you're doing is not your passion, you are going to be so unhappy and miserable. Regardless if it's paying you thousands and thousands of dollars, you are going to dread that job if you do not like it. I've seen it so many times where people have them big shot jobs and they hate going to work. They literally hate going to work. They're so miserable, but them do it because they're getting money for it.
Guys, I feel like if you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. That's something that my mommy always told me. I used to be like, Mommy, you work so much, you work so often. And she was like, but I'm not working because I love what I do. So once you love what you do, you feel like you've never worked a day in your life. So I feel like growing up, again, a lot of these stuff didn't happen, but I witnessed stuff happen like this. You're just told to put your passion second. Because just make sure that whatever you're doing don't interrupt your book work. Or don't interrupt this, or make sure, man, you can go and do that little sport there, or that little. It's always belittled. They always put that little thing. They say, oh, I love that YouTube thing you're doing, that little YouTube video. Yeah, they always try to like lily down your thing. And I always tell them, I said, don't water down my thing ever. Don't water down my thing. But I feel like growing up, it's always, man, just make sure it come after your book. Man, you can't go on a football, but just make sure your book. This and that.
But I believe education is very important. I feel like as an individual, you should be educated. But at the same time, it's like your passion is your passion. Yeah. And I'm trying to make my passion into my career, if you understand what I'm saying. Because again, as Auntie said, I don't want to work a day in my life. I don't want to feel like work. But the thing is also, when people don't believe in your passion, you have to understand that, okay, you're going to risk losing things, but at the end of the day, your happiness comes first. So if you have to lose certain things, then that's just that. Because
it's not if you're gonna lose stuff.
Yeah, you are going to lose. You're going to lose some of your friends. You might lose some relationships, and they won't come back until you've made it. Because let me tell you, I've seen it so many times where parents.
I'm so proud of you. I've been keeping up with you. I've been keeping up. I love everything you do. What was the last video I did? That thing there, man. The vlog, man. Where am I go?
That place
Gypsi,
there, man.
Gypsi, watch them, man.
Right.
Those type of people. So you're gonna lose people chasing your dreams. You're gonna lose other opportunities that may look better, and you'll be looking back and you're like, should I stick on this path that I'm going on, or should I just take this safe route?
Trust it.
Trust it. If you're chasing your dreams, just trust it.
Just trust it.
At that point, trust it. And the last talking topic that we had was the expectations to have stable mental health as a young person. They feel as if
young people don't go through depression, they don't have anxiety.
What are you stressed about?
What are you stressing about?
You don't have any bills
you have
to pay.
Nothing. And I'm just
your life is good. I feed you, I buy your clothes, I do this and that, and they just expect all those stuff to equal happiness. A perfect mental health. And I feel like it's just something that's so wrong. It's so wrong because young people do go through a lot of stuff too, and the worst part is a lot of the stuff these young people go through, money can't fix them.
Facts.
Because you're paying for my food, you're paying for my clothes, you're paying for everything, you have a roof over my head. So you should really be wondering, what is bothering me so much to say that I'm a teenager that's really depressed? Because if it's something that money can't fix, it's obviously some emotional trauma that's deeper than just a bill or a food or something that will pass.
Exactly.
Because a check can't pay for it.
Exactly.
So I feel like...
I don't feel like emotions have anything to do with age. Not because you're older means that I can't have the same emotion or same feelings.
That's right.
So don't belittle what I'm feeling or disregard how I am feeling just because you feel like I'm not old enough or experienced in that. Because let me tell you something, most young people aren't telling you what's really going on.
Yep. I feel like a lot of times it's always subtly disregarded too. No man, Gypsy, alright man.
Alright man.
Hush man. And it's always you're always given something else, but they'll always admit to recognizing it, but they'll never say what it actually is. You're just having a bad day.
Yep.
You're having bad nerves. No, mom, I have anxiety. I have anxiety. I said, no, you're just feeling a little sad, you're feeling a little down today. No, mom, I'm depressed. Like stuff like that, parents will overlook them because to admit it means that you're really recognizing that this problem exists around me every single day, and now it's not just a problem I've recognized, it's a problem I have to do something about. So most times it's like they try and treat you when you're like when you're a toddler and you see a baby dropping. If everybody's silent or everybody's like smiling with the baby won't cry.
Yeah.
I feel like they feel like that still works. As long as we don't say are you okay to him because he's gonna cry if you say that. No. It's not that. I'm still gonna feel it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna feel them with it. Yeah.
Exactly. And the thing is, mental health is very, very, very important, and it's nothing that you should feel ashamed about, because people go through depression all the time. People go through anxiety all the time. So, because remember when I was on the live and the girl was basically saying, oh, that's why you're depressed and whatever, like trying to get clout, I guess. Like, there's nothing funny about that. There's people who actually, like, commit suicide because they're depressed and stuff like that. It's a very serious topic, and I feel like you guys should be sensitive to people who struggle in that department, because it's not, oh, I feel sad, I'm depressed. It's something literally going on in their head. Like, there's some chemical imbalance as to why they feel the way that they do.
Or
so
they
sometimes
feel like it's easy to just say, oh, they're just seeking attention.
No, they're not. Sometimes they're actually crying for help. And when you disregard how that cry until something really happens, now you're going to be like, oh, damn, if only
you never know when it was their last cry for help.
She was telling you. They've been telling you.
You never know when it was the last time. The last time, you never know. Because they'll never be like, this is my last time asking for help. They're just going to be like, yo, I'm just going to say how I feel. So let's hope somebody catches me. Let's hope somebody checks up on me one more time. I just need somebody to say, how are you really doing? Let's talk. Let's go out for lunch. Let's do something. You never know when someone's on their last string. You never know. So guys, by the way, if any of you guys are feeling like that, I do check my DMs pretty often. I don't get to answer all of them, but I do get to check them pretty often. I try to answer as many as possible. If any of you guys are feeling like that, hit me a message. We'll talk. Once I see it, we can talk. I'm sure Gypsy's DMs are also open to talk, guys. You don't have to feel like that alone. Yep, Gypsy does have she has a whole advice mini series going on. So if you guys do have questions that you want answered, Gypsy's got it. And if you guys just need somebody to talk to, I'm sure once I see it, I'll be able to answer it. I'll be able to respond.
And I do answer my DMs, well, the ones that make sense. I answer them.
Yeah, there's some of them that just like won't make sense. And if you're sending a DM, send it with something more than just hi. Because highs are the hardest to answer because we never know what you want. I've answered hi and then there's porn on my screen. I'm just like, so guys, when you're messaging, just message and say the whole thing where you're trying to, because the hi, I'll answer hi, post this for me please.
Exactly, like
follow back please. Or something like that. And I'm just
important.
like,
You're making it worse for the people who actually want advice on something, or even just want to talk to us about something. I want you guys to actually watch this docu-series by Demi Lovato. It's called Dancing with the Devil. It is such
it's on Netflix?
No, it's on YouTube.
YouTube?
It is such a good docu-series. It actually makes you realize that not because somebody is successful means that they're happy. And there's so many times that girl cried out for help and nobody realized it was that bad, to the point where she had an overdose and almost dead. So you guys should actually watch it and you can understand.
It's free to watch?
Yeah, it's free.
Alright guys, you heard it. What's it called?
Dancing with the Devil by
Demi Lovato. It's on YouTube, guys. I'm gonna go check it out. I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it. I won't lie, I haven't watched it. But I'll check it out, guys. So when I check it out, by the time me come for asking about it, I better know about it. Cause Maga come ask the question just like when your mother tap you and have you ever been in church and your mother said Maga ask you a question when you leave? That was my mommy's favorite tap. You better be listening. I'm gonna ask you about what you're talking about when we get back in the car. So me always make sure I'm gonna catch one good thing, I'm gonna catch something good for talk about.
So how was church? What did he say? He
said this and that. And what else? That's all I got for you. That's all I got for today. But guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this little talk. We didn't have many talking points. Let me know if you guys want to see Gypsi back for another talking series. And let me know if you guys want to see another person. And comment down below.
Who?
Comment down below who you want to see. And comment down below some topics that you want to see us talk about. Because the fun videos are fun and all. But there's sometimes where we want to be a little serious.
Content
let you know
with
how
purpose.
We feel. Yeah.
Keyword.
There's sometimes where it's got to have some appeal to knowledge. And not just laughter, entertainment. But guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Head over to Gypsi's channel, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Yeah, go back the mount.
Oh, let me set this up.
Yeah. That's a good video.
Yeah.